The Psychic Fair, April 17th and 18th. It was a gas. It was a blast. I was surrounded by a number of people that I absolutely adored. It was a real privilege and honor to be with them, to speak with them, to feel the energy in the room that was there. I'll give you a quick synopsis of what happened here. It's put on by the Spiritual Science Fellowship. It's basically like a church, but it's not. It's like a fellowship. It's a group of people that get together of all denominational backgrounds. Let me look at my notes here, because this is exactly what I've got written here. A non-denominational interfaith fellowship that welcomes people from all traditions to learn about things like spirituality, metaphysics, and meet regularly every Sunday. So it's like church, but more inclusive and more spiritually progressive. It's headed by an ordained minister, Mr. Reverend Michael Hiltz, and he was basically the guy who spearheaded the Psychic Fair this year and possibly years before. It was a blast. Miss Eileen Gonzalez, who also had her own experiences, was there to help greet me, to introduce me to everybody. She was speaking as well at the event. She was a tremendous help. Thank you, Miss Gonzalez, if you're listening. It goes a real long way. And if you don't know who the lovely Miss Eileen Casey Gonzalez is, she's a student minister in the Spiritual Science Fellowship after being introduced in 1989 to the organization. She has a strong background in Afro-Cuban religious traditions. On a trip to Cuba in 2004, she was initiated in these traditions and then taken beyond by a local spiritual leader and shaman known only as Angel. Even after his passing, she had spiritual communions with Angel and the Creator Source, which she has manifested a deep spiritual and healing existence with. She was speaking as well, and her topic was religious diversity, a Canadian experience within the Afro-Cuban traditions. Lovely lady, thank you again. So let's get on with this program. But you know what, first, let's take a break, because I've been gabbing for forever, like 7 or 8 minutes now. That's boring. My father listened to the program, and he said, you know what, son? It's fantastic. And I was just waiting for the but. And then it came. But you go on and on and on, you gotta give a break to people. Give their ears some candy. Give it a break. It's good for the senses. So that's what we're gonna do. Let's take a break, folks. We'll be right back, right here on 88.1 FM CKDU, and let's kick off these interviews with the Psychic Fair right here on the Unified Field, Atlantic Canada's only paranormal radio broadcast. This is the one.
I'm David Suzuki. The average lunch or dinner travels 2,400 kilometers to get to your table. Eating local means combating global warming. The future is on your table.
Eat your way to a healthier planet. Find out how at davidsuzuki.org.
Hi, this is Michael Moore. Whenever I'm in Halifax trying to exchange my worthless American dollars for some good Canadian coins, I just travel on over to CKDU because, well, that's where you get the best deals.
The presidential election in Ghana has been narrowly won by the opposition candidate John Atta Mills. Ghana's electoral commission says.
Sick of corporate news? Would rather hear from people in your community and communities across Canada? Tune out the static and tune into Groundwire, 30 minutes of grassroots news produced by independent, on-the-ground journalists and campus community radio stations from coast to coast to coast. Released the first Monday of every month. To listen, contribute, or learn more, visit groundwire.ncra.ca. This is a project of the National Campus and Community Radio Association. Made by you, for you.
Spaceships, aliens, Bigfoot, and more. You're listening to the Unified Field with my dad, Mr. Justin Brown.
Electricity, wires sit down, rainbow colors fading
All right, we're back right here on the Unified Field. Thanks for tuning in. Tell all your friends. Check out the blog spot. Check out the YouTube. Check out the MySpace. MySpace.com/Unified Field Radio. YouTube.com/Unified Field Radio. UnifiedFieldRadio.blogspot.com to keep on top of all your updates when the shows are coming out, who I'm interviewing. For instance, this Saturday, I'm going to give Mr. Stanton Friedman a call, the legendary Stanton Friedman, if you haven't been up on top of your blog spot, Unified Field Radio Zone blogs, okay? This is, when this show comes out, it's going to be amazing. You don't want to miss it. This man is prolific, okay? Broke open the head of the Roswell incident and smeared it all over the world and made everyone pay attention. This guy's a nuclear physicist who lives right here in New Brunswick. You're going to love it. I just interviewed Steve Vernon. That's coming up on a future episode of the Unified Field. Stay on top of all this stuff. All right, here we go. I didn't have a chance to interview everybody at the annual Psychic Fair put on by the Science Spiritual Fellowship. But here's a little clip I put together of some people that I did talk to. I can't play them all for you, all the interviews. I'm going to play a select few that were awesome. Particularly one with a lovely lady named Sylvia Richards. Okay, here you go. I'm here with Karen Dean, intuitive painter.
My name is Sylvia Richards.
The sun is shining because Eileen Gonzalez is here with me today. I'm speaking with Amanda Corkery.
I'm Sarah. I'm doing reconnective healing.
Sean was gifted with the knowledge of his abilities.
There you have it. That is the interviews montage for you. And the Sean we're talking about there is, of course, Sean Leonard, gifted psychic, past life regressionist, and now paranormal investigator. If you didn't know that, you should contact this guy if you don't know who he is. He's a really wonderful gentleman. So we got to get this show rolling here. We got to get this thing rocking and rolling for you. I'm going to set you up here with some of the interviews that I had at the annual Psychic Fair here in beautiful Halifax, Nova Scotia. And I do apologize because it was my first time doing interviews. I was really nervous. I had a lot of coffee that day. I was supremely addicted to coffee over the winter months. I have to admit I've been on a cleanse for 2 weeks now, going on week 3, and I feel great. I went on it with my girlfriend. I don't want to go into too much detail, okay, guys? But I feel a hell of a lot better, and I look better, and all that good stuff. Not as much coffee now, but at that interview session, I was wired, all right? So don't hold it against me, okay? Just enjoy it, listen for the content, and let's get going here. I'm here at the Psychic Fair this weekend, the 17th and 18th of April in Halifax, Nova Scotia. Beautiful normally, a dreary cold weekend after this extreme heat wave we just had a couple of weeks back. But the sun is shining because Eileen Gonzalez is here with me today. She is the media relations volunteer with the Psychic Fair, and she's also a speaker at the event. Welcome to the Unified Field, Eileen.
Thank you for having me, Justin.